Please like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. This is week 3 of the Berlin Liftoff Film Festival.
It is. So we are sort of at the midpoint.
Yes. So if you are joining us, feel free to drop any comments that you may have in the chat room. We'll be keeping an eye on that. And we'll do our best to get those questions that you may have out to everyone who's watching here today.
So yeah, like Nat said, we're halfway through the festival because the festival closes on the 7th of March at 10 p.m. GMT. So there is still plenty of time for those of you who have still got lots of films on your programme that you want to catch. Lots of time before placing your votes because as you'll see, there's still lots of people with outstanding. And always worth saying, these are our audience choice votes. So these are for filmmakers who are participating in the festival and anybody else who wanted to purchase a ticket. But we also have our jury.
And you may have seen Hugh's stream on Tuesday, I believe it was, where he broke down some of the films that our jury have already highlighted as ones to keep an eye on, which is why he does those streams. It's not necessarily the fact that those films will be migrating into the network round. It's just that we're highlighting some of the really great films that we have seen come through the platform for Berlin.
The jury also have until the 7th of March, 10 p.m. GMT, to let us know their finalist choices. So jury choices and audience choices will both migrate through to our network round.
Should we recap some prizes?
Let's do it.
So in front of us we have our wonderful Liftoff Season Award trophy. Here it is. There are 14 categories up for grabs, and after each of the festivals we nominate a handful of filmmakers in one of those 14 different categories. And then also, that doesn't mean it's the end of the road for the season awards, because at the end of the year, once all of the 12 city-based festivals have taken part, we then go back and look at all the films that took part and fill in the rest of the gaps for the season award nominations. We also have our Audience Choice Award, which is a roundtable discussion on our YouTube channel, which we actually did one yesterday for London. Again, a fantastic project that won the Audience Choice Award. We broke down the film, we played it muted in the background, and we found out a little bit more about how the film got off the ground and what they're trying to do with it after the festival run. And that's exactly what we like to do with the filmmakers, find and follow their journeys as well. And then we have our overall winners, which is a handful of films that will then be screening in Berlin next year. We also had the live screenings that took place on the 19th of February, and it was amazing to see that many people at the festivals. We had to pull out 10 extra chairs for the local filmmaker showcase, which was very unexpected. So thank you to everyone who attended. Shall we crack on with this roundup?
Let's do it. So as previously, if you managed to catch our first roundup, what we'll be doing is going through each of the 4 programmes and looking at all the different latest statistics, which includes which films are currently in like the first 2 positions in the audience choice voting. Always worth saying, these are constantly changing figures. We took these at 10 o'clock this morning. So since then, things might have already changed.
May have already changed, yeah.
Might have done.
So we're going to start with the Judges Select Shorts. And we are currently on 72 views from 605 playthroughs. We're from 21 different countries. And we've currently got 31 votes, which means there is still a lot of votes to come round. So what we're about to show you may change, may have already changed, but let's find out who's currently in the lead. So we have Warpaint, which is on 14 votes so far, and this is a film from New Zealand by Justin Ide and Keelan Walker. And this follows the story of a young British soldier who is shot and dying by the rampants of the PAR during the 1864 invasions of the Waikato in New Zealand. We mentioned this film a couple of weeks ago, so it's great to see that it's held on to its top position.
Leapt up in votes.
It has. I think it was on 4 votes when we first mentioned this, so now it's on 14. And then we also have Trans-Siberia, which is on 4 votes. And this is a film from Ireland. It's a short documentary directed by Kieran O'Connell. And this is the Trans-Siberian Railway is a is a dream for many travellers all over the globe. It is the longest train journey across the world's largest country, across 7 different time zones from Moscow to Vladivostok and the Sea of Japan, as it reaches the other side of Russia. A really, really cool kind of travel film there.
My brother wanted to do the Trans-Siberian Railway.
Did he?
Just before COVID sort of all then took off. So, yeah, hopefully one day he'll get to do it. Very cool.
So now we're going to move on to Trendsetter Shorts.
There we go. So our Trendsetters is currently our busiest programme. We've got 88 people tuning in to watch the films, and together you've racked up 948 playthroughs.
Wow.
Very, very cool. People are tuning in from 22 different countries, and so far 47 out of those 88 people have placed their votes for their 2 favourite films. So currently leading the way is Lieberstrom on 6 votes. This is from the USA, a sort of drama comedy short directed by Lucien Emile Frick. Sam is an average American office worker. A pandemic has forced all his co-workers to stay at home. The monotony is amplified when he is left alone to run the office's daily operations. His mind unravels as he starts down an existential path, leaving him to grapple with the question, what is most important in life? Something I feel like we can all relate to with the recent happenings over the last 2 years. So that's on 6 votes. And then just behind it, on 5 votes, is a UK documentary, Alex Reach for the Stars, directed by Antonio Gigelberger. So a documentary following Alex, a multifaceted 24-year-old man diagnosed with autism and learning difficulties. We accompany him throughout his everyday life in southeast London. So there we go. And then also on 5 votes, we've got a tie here for second position at the moment, is Service Carl, an Austrian short directed by Thomas Bischoff. Service Carl is an evil, fictional reflection of a milieu in the face of its downfall, the observation of a world at a standstill, and of its characters that want to break out of it.
And just to mention, this was also mentioned in the jury highlights with Hugh on Tuesday.
Amazing. So definitely go and check this out.
So then the final shorts programme is our New Voice Shorts, and this is from filmmakers who are making their own journey in the film industry. This is their first project out of uni, or if they've just changed track and are starting to make films. So we've got 71 viewers, 787 playthroughs, 24 countries currently watching, and on 37 votes. So again, lots of votes to come in, so this may all change. But holding on with quite a grip, we have Echo Park, which is a music video, on 9 votes. And we also have Pitbulls, which is also on 9 votes. And both of these films are by the same filmmaker. So congratulations to John Mohana from the UK. And Pitbulls follows the story of a rising boxer who must hide a secret from his best friend and get out from the control of his manager before his next fight. So well done, John, for holding on to that lead position with both of your films.
Amazing. So last but not least, we have our feature films, which 45 people are watching and together have reached 330 playthroughs now. People are watching these from 21 different countries and 15 people have voted so far. So it's still one of the top films at the moment. In pole position on 4 votes is Let the Music Play, a film that I think I said last time people have enjoyed at our other festivals as well, so definitely check this out if you haven't already. It's a feature-length documentary from the USA directed by Kate Megan and Heaven Doughter-Reeve, all about COVID-19's crushing impact on the music industry. So you see this through the eyes of artists, musicians, promoters, venue owners, merchandisers, and Save Our Stages NIVA ambassadors. Nice. Then on 3 votes, let's try again. There we go. On 3 votes is Camping Paraiso, About Dying by Daniel Schuber from Germany, a feature-length doc again. In 2020, the Essen-based comedy writer Dirk Rubb experienced an accident with serious consequences. He was on his scooter, got personal experiences of this, and an SUV took the right of way. Weeks and months of fighting for life and death followed. So this follows his fight for survival and traces the process of hovering between life and death and the persistence in intermediate worlds. Wow.
There we have it. That concludes our roundup for this week. Thank you to those who have watched us and followed along the festival. We'll be back next week with the final roundup before the festival comes to a conclusion.
We've just got one question from Zainab, who says, what about my film, Awa? These are films from the Berlin Festival that have been rated the highest in the audience choices so far. We've also got our first-time filmmaker sessions and our sessions running at the moment, which all the score breakdowns are sent every few days in emails.
Yeah.
So whichever festival you're screening in, I hope you're enjoying it, and thank you for tuning in.
Just so much going on here. It's
yes.
fantastic. So we'll see you next week and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye.